Oh boy. The fallout has begun for Justin Baldoni, following a very detailed complaint by Blake Lively against the actor and director and producer of the movie It Ends With Us, which she starred in. The complaint is a precursor to a lawsuit, and it details alleged inappropriateness by Justin Baldoni and his producing partner on the set of the movie. But it's not just that. Blake Lively, in her legal complaint, also alleges that after filming Wrapped, Justin Baldoni hired a crisis PR expert to smear her publicly, and it was very effective. Well, as a result of this complaint, Justin Baldoni has just been dropped by WME, William Morris Endeavor. Yes, he's been fired by his own agents. And it should be noted that WME also represents Blake Lively and no longer Justin Baldoni. I've just gotten the statement in full from Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, and I think it's important to read, especially because he is denying planting stories against Blake Lively. Blake Lively, through a subpoena, received thousands of text messages and emails that seem to paint a different picture. It seems clear, if you read all of those, which I shared in a previous video, it's obvious what really went down. But to be fair, let's go over what Team Justin Baldoni is saying. Some of this I shared with you previously, little pieces of it, but there's a lot of new information in this full statement, including allegations that even though Blake Lively denied this in her complaint, Team Baldoni claims that Blake's team, her publicist, did plant negative stories about him. This reads, quote, "It is shameful that Miss Lively and her representatives would make such serious and categorically false accusations against Mr. Baldoni, Wayfarer Studios, and its representatives, as yet another desperate attempt to fix her negative reputation, which was garnered from her own remarks and actions during the campaign for the film, interviews and press activities that were observed publicly in real time and unedited, which allowed for the internet to generate their own views and opinions. These claims are completely false, outrageous, and intentionally salacious, with an intent to publicly hurt and rehash a narrative in the media. Wayfarer Studios, his production company, made the decision to proactively hire a crisis manager prior to the marketing campaign of the film to work alongside their own representative with Jones Works, employed by Stephanie Jones, due to the multiple demands and threats made by Miss Lively during production, which included her threatening to not showing up to set, threatening to not promote the film, ultimately leading to its demise during release if her demands were not met. It was also discovered that Miss Lively enlisted her own representative, Leslie Sloan, with Vision PR, who also represents Mr. Reynolds, to plant negative and completely fabricated and false stories with media, even prior to any marketing had commenced for the film, which was another reason why Wayfarer Studios made the decision to hire a crisis professional to commence internal scenario planning in the case they needed to address. The representatives of Wayfarer Studios still did nothing proactive nor retaliated, and only responded to incoming media inquiries to ensure balanced and factual reporting and monitored social activity. What is pointedly missing from the cherry-picked correspondence is the evidence that there were no proactive measures taken with media or otherwise. That's not what we read. Remember the Daily Mail mention and all of that? Just internal scenario planning and private correspondence to strategize, which is standard operating procedure with public relations professionals. Thoughts? Let me know in the comments section.